All right, you guys, it's me back at y'all with another one, man. Let's get right down to business because we got a pending situation going on uh, in the nation's capital and potentially in other cities across the United States, more specifically Atlanta. There could be other demonstrations in other cities based on what's going on. This is the last weekend for President Trump, obviously. He's getting out of here on the 20th, which is Wednesday. Now, according to reports, there are more demonstrations scheduled in D.C., where a lot of protesters are obviously contesting the false claim that there was this widespread voter fraud. Now, the National Mall was closed yesterday in the wake of the deadly pro-Trump riot at the Capitol back on the 6th, and the Republic remain barred from the area due to inauguration. So there's gonna be checkpoints around DC. There's gonna be barricades lined around the streets and all that. You still got National Guard members that's gonna be there due to the inauguration. Um, More than 40 people up to this point have been arrested and charged in federal court, and tips are still flowing in to help the cops identify, the rioters and all that. Now, state capitals are bracing for possibly violence that could spread beyond the nation's capital. Michigan, California, Pennsylvania, they're among the other state houses that have beefed up their security, and they have deployed National Guard members. Now, going back to the National Mall, it's closed through next Thursday because they're anticipating more violent protests by these darn white supremacists and all that. Look, it goes back to the video I did the other day when I, got on these darn politicians for playing games with people that's not playing with them. These guys legitimately believe that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. What's up, John Howard? Salute to my boy John Howard in the building, man. These people really believe in their heart, in their mind, that the election was stolen from them, and Donald Trump, through the power of repetition, was able to convince these people that it really happened. So they take it to the streets. They, you see what they did to the Capitol. No need to, further delve on that. But these cities need to be on high alert. Look, protect yourself by any means necessary. If a white supremacists come calling themselves, trying to call you out and trying to bring you to the carpet and all that, man, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do to protect yourself, man. These motherfuckers are serious. These motherfuckers out here they trying to, you know, stake their claim in white supremacy. Let's just be honest about that. These white supremacists out here and these Proud Boys and, Boogaloo Boys and all these other motherfuckers out here, man, these motherfuckers out here really want to do some shit. And this is the thing. This is another thing, right? Because we talked about this on other videos as well. Cops are actually helping these motherfuckers, right? You got cops helping them. You got goddamn on politicians helping out on this shit too. They're along with the motherfucking scam. Then you got, it doesn't matter what you are. You had people that were ex-gold medalists in this scheme. You had people who were all walks of life, doctors, lawyers, ex-military, and all that. We talked about the story where you had a woman who turned in her ex-husband. We also had a teenager turn in her family. The family made her out to be an outcast after she attended a Black Lives Matter movement, right? So whatever you got to do, just be careful out there because These motherfuckers out here mean business. Now DC, you ain't supposed to have no gun out in DC. But do you think that's gonna stop these motherfuckers out here from bringing their assault rifles out there because they feel the election was stolen from them? You already got the one Colorado congresswoman, who pack her gun whenever she goes to work or whatever like that. But after they could do some research and things like that, she's able to carry her weapon on the federal property. So, but still, wasn't not say that she pulls out her gun and then she started capping some people and who don't agree with her and all that. So this whole thing has been insanely driven by a lie. Let's just be honest. What's up, Stephanie? Salute to the Queen, Stephanie Dudes in the building. Yeah, it's been this whole notion that Donald Trump got the election stolen from him when he clearly lost, right? And they can never answer this question. Nobody who's an avid Trump supporter can answer this question, right? I keep asking the question. Okay, so if there's this widespread voter fraud, then how come the same Republicans that was stomping for Trump, that was on the same ticket as him, won, but he lost, right? Because if there was this widespread voter fraud going on, that Mitch McConnell should have lost, then Lindsey Graham should have lost, right? All these other Republicans that was on the ticket with Donald Trump should have lost, right? If there was this widespread voter fraud going on, but no, instead they won, he lost, but yes, this widespread voter fraud. Let me ask you another question. The states that Donald Trump won, was there voter fraud in those states? No? So it was perfect in those states, right? Okay, cool. So the states that Joe Biden won, and look, before any Bama come and call themselves running their mouth, I am not a Joe Biden supporter, okay? I am not a Joe Biden supporter. What's up, Jeffrey Weaver? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, right? I'm not a Joe Biden supporter. I'm going to ask you again. The states that Joe Biden won, was there voter fraud in those states? Yeah, there was some irregularities. They get the fuck out of here. I don't hear that bullshit about no goddamn irregularity. They did all kinds of recounts. They did everything under the sun, and Donald Trump lost. Deal with it. Deal with it, Trump supporters. Deal with it. Oh, you out there in Cleveland? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, it's 4:50 in the morning. Hey, man, it's 4:50 in the morning here in DC, man. Straight up. But yeah, these guys out here riding for nothing, right? Makes no sense. And then, you can tell the only difference between Donald Trump and goddamn Joe Biden is the fact that Donald Trump, he's such an overt racist. His behavior and rhetoric enables these guys to come out here and do this stuff. See, Joe Biden is the nice racist. You get a motherfucker that they'll just hide their racism. But no, goddamn on Donald Trump, he'll sit up here and goddamn hide his and make his racism known. And this is what I keep saying. The enemy we need to fight is these motherfuckers. These white supremacists, these racists out here, right? They want to use their privileges and goodies, giveaways, and guarantees and all that to try to keep us down. These are the real enemies. These are the real enemies we need to fight. And if you out there in DC is taking all kinds of extreme measures, right? It got to the point where, they pretty much shut down the whole city with the exception of some, restaurants and things like that. But even with the restaurants, you got to eat outside. You can't go into a restaurant and eat in DC. You have to eat outside. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Pazzo? Yeah, we're not talking about that. That issue, that Pacific issue is over and done with. We're not going to reincarnate dead issues. But it's good to see you in the building though. That particular issue is dead. We said what we had to say, and then we're moving on. But yeah, those Republicans that spoke out against Donald Trump, you can rest assured there's gonna be backlash to that. For real. You can rest assured there's gonna be severe backlash to that. Because this is the thing, right? And these Republican politicians came out and said it. Yeah, it'll be similar. Yeah, those protests could be similar. Only this time, you know, you're gonna have some people might bring some weapons with them. So yeah, these protests are gonna be similar. These guys, that's why these cities are taking the extreme measures of of locking down the city and putting up fencing around Capitol buildings and all that, because you got people out here that will literally and figuratively, well, I won't say figuratively, but they're literally out here willing to kill somebody over this shit, over this so-called election fraud. And this is the thing, right? All these guys that's getting arrested and getting fired from their job and getting banned from traveling through Delta Airlines or any other major airline, what has Donald Trump done for them? Huh? All you people out here that call yourself capping for this dude, is this dude gonna come to your rescue? Huh? Is this dude gonna get you out of jail? No. Is this dude gonna get you off the no-fly list? No. Is he gonna get you your job back? No. So why the fuck are y'all wasting your energy and time on a dude that wouldn't even spit in your direction? Or the election was stolen from him. The election wasn't stolen from him. He fucking lost. He just mad that he didn't like the results. Now, last year when this dude was getting impeached the first time, what did his little minions that was defending him at the trial say? Oh, well, we need to leave it to the American people, right? When it was in the House of Representatives, Doug Jones, Matt Gaetz, Mike Johnson, who was out in Louisiana. Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, remember that? All the motherfuckers was like, well, they were arguing the process of the goddamn impeachment, and we need to let the American people decide, who's gonna be president in November. That's what they were saying through the House of Representatives portion of the impeachment, and they were saying it through the Senate trial of the impeachment, right? So we left it up to the American people. The American people voted, right? But Donald Trump don't like the results, so now we're gonna challenge the results, right? How you gonna challenge the results? When they got thrown out in court like 60 times. 60 times. The thing was thrown out in court 60 times. The Supreme Court don't even want to hear it. But yet this is widespread voter fraud. No, what it is that this motherfucker is grifting money from people. That's what it is. And now a report came out that Donald Trump is having difficulty finding representation. Nobody wants to take this on. No lawyer is want to touch Donald Trump right now. Hey, the empire of Donald Trump, the last little bit of it, I'm telling y'all right now, it is going down the toilet as we speak. We've seen the fall off of everything that's happened. He lost all kinds of contracts, right? Whether it be through the city of New York, whether it be with the PGA, because the PGA championship was supposed to be held at one of his golf courses, right? Well, just so happened the PGA was like, nah, we're gonna go somewhere else. Mayor De Blasio for New York, yeah, all those contracts he had with Trump and his and the Trump organization, yeah, they cut those contracts, right? So, he ain't got nobody but himself to blame. So, as far as I'm concerned, fuck Donald Trump, fuck his stupid ass son, Donald Trump Jr., right? Fuck his dumbass daughter-in-law. I mean, fuck his dumbass daughter, Ivanka Trump, and his jackass doofus son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Fuck all them motherfuckers, because as far as I'm concerned, they talk their shit behind barricades and security and all kinds of other defense and depth layers. They wouldn't dare take their ass out to Southeast DC woofing that bullshit. But they so-called patriots. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And don't think that we gonna keep our foot out of keep my foot off Joe Biden's neck. No, my foot could continue to stay on his neck too. Yeah, all you Biden sexuals out there, yeah, we got smoke for y'all asses too, right? Because y'all running behind a guy who ain't done nothing in 50 years when he was a senator and he was Obama's vice president, but yet all you want to do is like, well, we need to let bygones be bygones and all that. So all of a sudden now, I'm supposed to overlook 50 years of doing nothing but putting black people in jail, right, with that bullshit 94 crime bill, right? And even so all you motherfuckers out there that call yourself, well, we don't need to be bringing up the past, man. Everybody got fought. Yeah, but what has he done since then? What has he done? What has he done since then? All you motherfuckers that's like, well, we don't need to be bringing up the past. Well, what the fuck has he done since then? Huh? All you kumbaya my lord motherfuckers. What has he done since then? Y'all can't say. Y'all can't say nothing. Y'all ain't got no answer, Sway. Hey, there's this old saying, leopards don't change their spots. Leopards don't change their spots. And as far as I'm concerned, Joe Biden ain't trying to do nothing for you neither. If you heard the Zoom call of how he dressed on these so-called leaders of the black community, right? Reverend Al Sharpton. First of all, Al Sharpton don't fucking speak for me, okay? That NAACP leader, whoever the fuck that is, he don't speak for me neither, because as far as I'm concerned, when Joe Biden was out there dressing their asses down or whatever like that, ain't not a motherfucker said not one thing about that shit. He must have forgot. Joe Biden must have quickly forgot. The same people who got him in office will be the same people that get him out of office if he don't fucking get it right. I don't fucking like neither one of them bastards as far as I'm concerned. And Kamala Harris, well, don't get me started on that woman. Don't get me started on that woman. Shout out to Omega Red and Cool Just in the building, man. I see you. For real. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. My energy is toward these darn people out here that's in positions of power that call themselves, trying to stick it to the black community, right? When we're talking defund the police, he's running around here talking about, well, we need to add more money to the police department. And no, that's not what we mean by that, Joe Biden. When we mean defund the police, okay, and then before anybody be on some ignorant shit, but and not give money to police departments, let's not be ignorant, okay? Let's not be ignorant. You still need police officers, okay? But there needs to be extensive background checks on these guys right here that's supposed to be the police officers and supposed to be in the military and all that, right? There's supposed to be extensive background checks on these people. Anybody that got a checkered past, anybody that got any kind of history in a negative light when it comes to them serving the public, their ass don't need to be police officers, because we got too many cases of unarmed black men and women getting gunned down at the hands of police, and these goddamn attorney generals out here going to the grand jury, right? These attorney generals going to the grand jury And oh well, we're not going to press any charges. You know why? Because the attorney general ain't trying to have no charges put on these police officers or whatnot. And we don't need to be going to no attorney generals nowhere because we see what the fuck going on. All they do is go to the grand jury. They'll give some puff piece to the grand jury, and the grand jury come back with no conviction or no charges. We saw this with in the Breonna Taylor case. Now we saw it in Jacob Blake's ordeal. But when we turn up, when we show up and protest on it, when black people, when us blacks was out there protesting in the wake of George Floyd's death, right? Was we out there, cussing up? Well, was we out there, killing police officers and causing all this insurrection that's going on? No. And them same motherfuckers that was out there causing all this mayhem and all this chaos, they're the same ones that try to tell us how we should protest, right? But yet they out here running amok, acting a goddamn fool, right? They were the same ones out here talking about, oh, we back the badge. These same protesters that's killing police officers left and right, and all this other shit, they're the main ones talking about, well, we back the badge. Well, was your back in the badge then? Huh? Was your back in blue then? Huh? Blue Lives Matter then. Y'all killing police officers, right? But Blue Lives Matter, all you white supremacists out there, right? All you extremists, you fucking racist. Yeah. Y'all running around here with 6WME shirts and all that type of shit. So get the fuck out of here, right? All you motherfucking protesters out there calling yourself, sticking y'all motherfucking chests out and shit. Now they're gonna continue this. DC is on high alert for the next week. And y'all think what happened on January 6th was insane? But that ain't got nothing, and I mean that have absolutely nothing on what's gonna go down on January 20th. That's why you had the National Guard practically sleeping in the goddamn Capitol building. Oh, shout out to Amy Appleby in the building. She's there through Periscope. I appreciate you. So what are they planning? They're planning another round of protests. They're planning another round of so don't be surprised if you're in DC or whatever like that, or wherever area you're at. What's up, Red Pill Alpha? Yeah, they planning another round of demonstrations because their fearless leader don't got Twitter no more. Right? Now, if you're in the DC area, from Saturday all the way up until next Thursday, you need to be on high alert. If you're in Atlanta, they're planning more protests out in Atlanta. Basically, if you're in the capital city of your town, like in Michigan, Pennsylvania, right, the states that Donald Trump lost, Wisconsin, you need to be on high alert. You need to keep your head on the swivel because motherfuckers out here turning up this weekend. They're turning up this weekend. They are not playing these games. They're showing up. Or Chicago, or you definitely need to be in goddamn high alert. You definitely need to be you need to keep your head on the swivel. You in Chicago, you definitely need to be on high alert. If you're in a major city, they are coming. Them motherfuckers showing up this weekend. Okay, that's what's up, Red Pill Alpha, man. Appreciate you. And you see, anytime you got this thing going on, right? Anything. And Stephanie said it best. They always make out the black guy to be he's the face of this thing. Now, that dude ain't nothing more than a goddamn pawn on the chessboard for all I care. Right? But that's what the media do. This is what the mainstream media do, right? Anything negative, they always throw a black guy in the face of it, right? When they had this whole crusade a couple of years ago, when it came to sexual misconduct and all that, as soon as the black guy caught up in that, they made R. Kelly to be the face of it. Now, R. Kelly has made all kinds of music. People have had sex with R. Kelly's music. People have, gone to R. Kelly's concerts. People have interviewed R. Kelly. People have made money off of R. Kelly. But as soon as R. Kelly gets implicated in the situation, right? They made R. Kelly be the face of it. Now, mind you, you had a lot of other people that's in the palm color community, right? The Mayonnaise Nation, right? Powder Milk Village, all that, right? They all can make all kinds of sexual innuendos, and they can make all kinds of jokes, and they can get involved in sexual misconduct, but they're not the face of it. As soon as a black guy does it, now all of a sudden now he's the face of it, right? Who are they targeting the most, right? R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, right? Those are the two guys that the media was targeting the most when it came to that issue. Now, if you take this same issue and if you take this issue was going on with the goddamn on riots and all that, the day before the riots went down, who did they arrest? There was this black dude that was part of Proud Boys, right? And they made him out to be, oh, well, see, this is the leader of the Proud Boys, right? This is what the media does. So I don't know why these people out here always cooning and bootlicking and getting buck broken and this buck dancing and all that. I don't know why people still do it. When you know what the hell's going on. You know what the players. Cooning don't have no goddamn retirement plan. At least not a long-term one. So you got people out here still buck dancing and all that, man. Cut that bullshit out, right? All you black Trump supporters, y'all are fucking coons. All you Biden supporters, and a lot of you Kamala Harris supporters, y'all are coons too. Y'all don't even protect your own family member the way y'all protect these three bammers. Now the inauguration, I ain't vote neither, Amy. I ain't vote neither. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, if you don't appeal to my interest, you ain't getting my vote. Period. If all you motherfuckers out there that call yourself voting for Joe Biden and all that, how do y'all feel now that this motherfucker literally came out and said he ain't gonna do nothing for you? Huh? How you feel now? Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel duped? How do you feel that Joe Biden literally came out his mouth and said, I'm not doing anything for you? And then you had Kamala Harris, I'm not going to do anything that's only going to benefit black people. No. So, yeah, miss me with that shit. They ain't doing nothing for you, but come election time, they up in your face talk about, if you vote for me, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. Right? Fuck out of here. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. Okay, so if that was the case, then why haven't you been doing this, that, and the third? Right? All these Republicans, right? All these Republicans could have checked Donald Trump at the door. They could have we start perpetuating and letting that bullshit fester. They should have checked his ass at the door. But instead, they go along with this shit. Not only they were along with this shit, they were helping him. They were helping him, they were enabling him, and then when goddamn Frankenstein attacked, then all of a sudden now, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. What do you mean? Y'all were complicit the whole fucking time. All because you were afraid of a mean tweet and you afraid of some backlash from a bunch of Trump supporters. This is why we got the goddamn protest right now. Because all these Republicans had to do was tell the truth about the fucking goddamn election. That's all they had to do. But instead, they want to go along with this sham, right? You got people coming on my channel talking about, man, you don't know what you talk about, man, because, Donald Trump really did get the election stolen from him. But they can't answer why 60 fucking cases got thrown out of court. Right? They can't answer why the fuck that cost Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue the Senate, and because both of them lost their re-election bids, no thanks to Donald Trump, right? And Kelly Loeffler ain't even from Georgia. She from Illinois. She paid off Brian Kemp for that goddamn seat. Right? So yeah, if you out there, wherever you at this weekend, man, be safe, man. Straight up, man. I mean, it was already bad enough we got this the corona going around, because that's still out there, And this another thing. All these people out there protesting ain't got no goddamn mask on. Ain't nobody wearing no mask. Ain't nobody socially distancing, right? Because these the same jackasses that were talking about how the shit was a hoax, right? Remember when the whole pandemic was in this embryo stages and all that, and you had a lot of, and once again, Donald Trump out here putting out bullshit, putting out disinformation, even after the video, no, not the video, the audio came out. The audio came out about this dude saying how he wanted to play it down, and you still got motherfuckers not wanting to believe the shit. You still got motherfuckers believing that it was a hoax. You got hundreds of thousands of people dying left and right, but yet this is still a hoax? You say, what's my honest opinion on the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine? Hell no, I'm not taking that shit. Look, red pill, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not taking that goddamn vaccine, all right? Because the last thing I need to have happen, I told y'all before, I'm not growing the alligator tail. So that's why I'm not taking it. I don't need to. I don't need to be. I don't need to be dying from it. I don't need to be growing the third leg, right? I don't need to be. I don't need to be I don't need to be having some kind of reptile look when I'm growing like big ass teeth and big ass claws and a tail and shit. You heard me. Yeah, you heard why I said alligator tail. I don't need to be taking that shit. Next thing you know, I'm looking like a reptile. All right. So no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not taking that shit. And then this the thing. This is another thing. The Pfizer CEO didn't take. He talking about he didn't want to cut and lie. What the fuck you mean you want to cut and lie? Motherfucker, you should have been the first one in line taking that shit. So no, I'm not taking that vaccine. Yeah, 23 people already died from taking that shit. People getting Bell's palsy and all that now. Hell no. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good on that shit. But yeah, man, this protest that's going on right now, man, this shit's going that shit's only gonna get even more insane. Now, in DC, amid anticipation of possible violence over the weekend at the presidential inauguration, the National Mall will be closed from 11 a.m. Friday through January 21st. While activities that led to the presidential inauguration and free speech events with permits will be allowed to continue in specified areas, the large swaths of the mall will be closed to the rest of the public. The area stretches 2 miles from the Lincoln Memorial to the west end of the U.S. Capitol on the east. The Park Service said areas named the U.S. Navy Memorial and John Marshall Park off the main stretch of the mall will be designated location for existing permit holders. Memorial Bridge between Virginia and D.C. was closed Friday as part of the National Mall closure. Mayor Bowser said other entries into the city were being considered for closure by the Secret Service, but she did not elaborate on which spots were there that could close up. Because there's a whole lot of ways you can get in D.C. from Virginia and Maryland. Around the U.S., state capitals are prepping for the potential of violent demonstrations this weekend by ramping up presence of law enforcement officers and National Guard members, among other security measures. Michigan, which was targeted by armed anti-lockdown protesters last year and an alleged extremist plot to kidnap the governor, activated its National Guard and was boarding up windows at the state buildings on Friday. Now, Colonel Joe Gasper, head of the Michigan State Police, said the department already increased the number of officers at the Capitol and would maintain an increased presence through February. Road closures and other security measures were planned for Sunday. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis activated the Florida National Guard on Friday. In an executive order, he directed the Guard's commanding officers to coordinate with state and local enforcement to maintain peace in the state due to Biden inauguration. In Kentucky, where that coon-ass motherfucker Daniel Cameron, right? That Kentucky Fried Coon made from 11 herbs and spices. Yeah. So the Capitol grounds at Frankfurt will be closed after domestic terror threats against the state capitals were all over the U.S. Now, Governor Andy Beshear administration announced on Friday. In New Jersey, state employees were ordered to work remotely on the day of the inauguration because of the level of tension in the country. They should be working remotely anyway because we're in the midst of a pandemic. Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak has ordered the state National Guard to assemble a quick response unit to prepare for quote-unquote potential activity. Gavin Newsom mobilized 1,000 members of the National Guard as the state also erected a temporary chain link fence around the Capitol, right, which is in Sacramento. The California Highway Patrol has refused to issue permits for rallies that already been planned there. 450 National Guard members in Pennsylvania will augment the state and local police response at the state capitol in Harrisburg. In Columbus, 700 officers will be in the Capitol Square Sunday in Ohio. The Kansas State House will beef up security measures, closing down visitor access to parking, giving key card access only through the visitor entrance and requiring those with key card access to show badges. Then we have another incident to where they arrested a former soldier, right? This dude used to be in the army. He was arrested on federal charges that he planned to kidnap and injure protesters and tried to enlist others to join him. Now, Daniel Baker, a 33-year-old, he was arrested on federal charges involving transmission of a threat to kidnap or injure the United States Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Florida. Now, he was a former airborne infantryman. He planned to violently confront protesters at the Capitol the same day the FBI warned about violence of all 50 states' capitals. See, this is some crazy ass shit this is some of the most insane stuff I ever seen in my life. For real. You say there was a black man that went on a shooting spree. What the hell? Damn. That's crazy, man. Look, Chicago has already had their share of incidents. There was this mass shooting a few months ago out there in Chicago during the Black Lives Matter protests. They had a whole bunch of mass shootings going on, like one incident where like 86 people were killed or some shit like that. Man, look, I'll tell you, man, this is some of the most insane stuff I've seen, I've heard in my lifetime. You know, now when Obama was president, right? I ain't the biggest fan of Obama. The fact that he out here wagging his finger at black people and all that. He ain't done nothing for black people. He calling himself wagging his finger at them and shit, right? Let's just keep it as 100. But even then, right? He's still a black man. Ain't no white supremacist gonna go at no black man. Fuck that. Now we might have issues with him, but that don't mean we're gonna sit there and let no fucking white motherfucker talk shit about black dude. Fuck that. Now, It's the same way. It's the same way we're like, hey, look, we can fight our own sister, and we can fight our own brother, but we ain't gonna let nobody else fight my own sister, fight my sister and brother. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same principle. Anyway, Obama wore a tan suit and motherfuckers lost their goddamn mind. They wanted to impeach Obama over wearing a tan suit, right? But this is the issue I had with Barack Obama, right? This the main issue I had with him outside of not doing nothing for the black community, right? The issue I had with him was the fact that, okay, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, right? Along with a host of other unarmed black men and women that were Matrice Richardson. Oh, I forgot the guy that was killed by the cops in Baltimore in 2015. What was his name? What was that guy's name? What was that individual's name that was killed by those police officers in Baltimore in 2015? Oh man, I gotta look that up now. Apologize. I gotta look up something real quick. Freddie Gray. That's his name. Freddie Gray. Yeah, that's his name. Thanks, Stephanie. It's Freddie Gray. So all those black people, right, were killed by police officers or whatever like that. Did you sign executive orders holding these bastards accountable for when they're out here killing unarmed black men and women? No. But anything happened to police officers though, and now you want to have all this shit about gun control, and now you want to, call yourself signing, making executive orders back in the badge and all that nonsense, right? And this is the one thing that a lot of these politicians overvalue or undervalue and overlook, right? You want to come up with all these universal background checks and all this other stuff, right? But this is my thing, right? You can make a gun in the back of your home. If you have the right equipment, you can make a gun and you can label it as a ghost gun, right? Or you can buy a gun through the black market and all you got to do is fucking take off the serial number. That way the gun can't be fucking traced, right? Criminals don't give a fuck about laws. That's why they're a criminal. It's that simple. So law-abiding citizens gonna have to suffer, and these criminals gonna continue to do what they want to do. They're gonna continue to buy guns in the black market. They're gonna manufacture their own guns, right? And if a motherfucker really want to shoot some shit up, they're going to do it. So my thing is, what are you doing to hold these motherfuckers accountable? You know why crime is so low overseas, right? You can put a $50 bill on the ground and you come back 3 hours later, that $50 bill still be on the ground, right? You can literally go overseas and the crime is so low overseas because they ain't tolerating that shit overseas. They're not. You get in trouble over there, like, for example, you get in trouble in Turkey, right? You ain't getting out of prison. There ain't no such thing as the Fourth Amendment right to a speedy trial and all that. You're not getting 3 hots in a cot. Matter of fact, the only time you eat is if someone brings you something to eat. They ain't tolerating that shit overseas. You steal something, you're getting your hand chopped off. And I don't hear no goddamn tree hugger coming this motherfucker talk about, oh my God, it's so inhumane and all that. Fuck out of here. All you motherfuckers that like coming in here and talk about kumbaya and all this other type of shit, no, you can save your fucking kumbaya. You can save your fucking your hand holding and your singing and you lift every voice and sing. You can save all that bullshit. Save it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Right? That's why crime's so low overseas, because they ain't tolerating that shit over there. You kill somebody, death by firing squad that same day. You rape somebody, you're getting your dick chopped off. Dead serious. But here in America, we gotta have all these corrupt lawyers and corrupt judges, and the whole fucking system's corrupt. Corrupt police officers, the mayor on it, everybody in this goddamn scheme. Everybody on the fucking scheme. Everybody's trying to be part of the system that gets its share of goodies, giveaways, and guarantees. And you wonder why people out here protesting. These white supremacists out here is trying to hold on to the last little bit of white supremacy they got left. And this is what happens when people are desperate. They're going to act out of desperation. Straight up. Y'all know I ain't lying. You know I'm telling the truth about this shit. These motherfuckers out here is not playing. And these politicians need to stop playing games with people that's not playing with them. Straight up. Make no goddamn sense. All he had to do was tell them the truth. This shit would have been over with and done with. But instead, they want to go ahead along with this lie. They want to go ahead along with this sham. And this is what we got. Now, we in the black community should not have no dog in this fight. But for some reason, I feel we're going to get dragged in it. Tell me what you guys think, man. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me.